Welcome to the Airgun Show, brought to you by Airgun World magazine. Check out the show description for subscription offers which include shooting insurance. Now, in this week's episode, I'm delighted to be getting my hands on the AirMaks Katran Pro, but before that, Rich Saunders is out targeting some problematic grey squirrels which have developed a taste for strawberries.
In the 40 years the farm's been here, squirrels have never shown any interest whatsoever in the strawberry crop. But just recently they've been chomping their way through hundreds of them on the parts of the farm, and that's costing the farmer a small fortune. I've tried putting up a few peanut feeders close to the strawberries, and whilst I've shot one or two off them, the problem is that by the time they reach my feeders, the squirrels are already thinking about the strawberries they're going to munch, and they simply walk straight past. So I've changed tactics, and I've come into the woods next to the strawberry field where I believe the squirrels are living. There's quite a population here, and every now and then I knock the numbers back to stop them nesting in the roofs of some tenant cottages. I've put up another feeder, and trail camera footage has shown plenty of activity, so I'm hoping to stop the squirrels in their tracks long enough for me to shoot a few before they get anywhere near the crop. I set up a screen hide about 23 metres away from the feeder, and I've been topping up the peanuts for the last couple of weeks. Well, early signs are that the tactic is working. I've only been here half an hour and I've got 3, and to be honest, they've all been carbon copies of the exact same shot. They've all come into the same position on the feeder. Well, one of the benefits obviously of being able to shoot from a hide is that it's a known distance each time, 23 metres in this case, and that's 5 squirrels now, and they've all presented in exactly the same way, very quickly, because there's obviously a lot of squirrels here. The gear I'm using today, the rifle is a Reximex Pretensis. It's the regulated version, which offers really good value for money. It's less than £600. It's a 12-foot-pound 2.2 rifle, and I'm using JTS dead center pellets in it. I've been using them an awful lot and they seem to work in just about every rifle, to be perfectly honest. And then holding the scope on is a set of sports match mounts. What having just said about the benefit of a feeder is that the squirrels all present themselves from the right in the same spot. That one came down from the tree, grabbed a peanut, went back up the tree again, then came down again, grabbed another peanut, went back up the tree. He was turned ever so slightly away from me. I couldn't really get a clear shot, then he just turned his head round a little bit more, gave me more of a target, and the Pretensis did the job. Well, that one came straight down the tree and was hanging upside down, and I noticed an awful lot of blood came out of him then. Now squirrels, they'll tolerate dead squirrels on the floor quite comfortably, but they can be sometimes put off by fresh blood. So there's quite a few on the floor over there now, so I think I'll go and pick those up, have a bit of a tidy up, and wipe that blood away. Well, corvids are always a problem on the farm here, eating the strawberries and what have you. You can probably hear loads around, to be perfectly honest. They've been in and out all day, but two came to the feeder just then, and one of them stayed still long enough for me to get a shot off. Well, I was just lining up on a squirrel there on the feed tray, and another one came bundling in, chased him away up the tree, but it didn't end too well for him. Right, well, by my reckoning, that's a round dozen squirrels, which hopefully will stop them eating the strawberries. I'm going to go and pick up those last few there, and then I'm going to head home because I'm off out after rabbits again this evening. So thanks very much for watching.
Rich Saunders really cracking down on the greys there. Next up, I'm taking a look at the AirMaks Katran Pro. I've got something really exciting here this week. It's the AirMaks Katran Pro. Now, this is a serious PCP with some really impressive features. It has a recommended retail price of £1,400. Now, that is a pretty substantial outlay, but by the time I've finished showing you just what this airgun is capable of, I'm pretty sure that most of you will agree that it still represents very good value for money. So this is the compact model, which has a 280mm barrel. Overall length is 780mm before you fit a silencer, and it tips the scales at around 2.9 kilos. Now, it's clear to see that the Katran has been designed for functionality. It is available in black, but this one has a really distinctive olive Cerakote finish, which I really like. Now, it also feels to be incredibly solidly constructed and really well engineered. The forend or handguard on the Pro model incorporates an Arca rail with M-Lok slots for accessory attachment. Now, there's also a Picatinny rail attached on the underside. Now, this is an ambidextrous gun, and the AR type grip has a soft rubberized finish. It feels great in the hand and delivers brilliant trigger attack. There's a lot going on in the butt section, which features loads of adjustment to enable you to achieve the perfect fit. The butt pad is adjustable for height and length, and the cheek support is adjustable for height. Now, making those tweaks couldn't be simpler. It's just a matter of turning the relevant wheel. And the innovation doesn't end there, as this gun features a folding butt section for even more compact transportation. You just push the button and it folds over, reducing the total length to around 530mm without a silencer fitted. There are several barrel length options available. Now, those barrels have serious pedigree, being made by CZ. Now, they're shrouded and incorporate a thread for additional silencer attachment. And as you can see, there's a really nice olive coloured silencer available to match the finish of this particular model. Scope attachment is via a 20 MOA Picatinny rail. Now, that provides around 180mm of clamping space, which should be more than enough to accommodate most optics. This review gun is .177 caliber and features an 18-shot magazine. Now there are also 22 and .25 caliber options, and they run 16 and 14 shot magazines respectively. Now the magazine seems to be really pellet friendly, and it's very easy to load. Now that mag is driven by a very slick side lever action, and that lever is nicely positioned just above the grip, and it can be reversed for left-handers. So the magazine and side lever system have worked perfectly during my weeks of testing. They've kept the shots coming without any glitches, and it even features an anti-double feed mechanism. The Katran Pro has a great trigger. The match type blade offers loads of positional adjustment, and the two-stage mechanism is also fully adjustable. As ever, I'm testing this one straight from the box, and I'm impressed. The first stage is relatively short and light, but it comes to a very distinct stop before a remarkably crisp second stage break. Like the side lever, the AR type safety catch can also be reversed for left-handers. Now it's nicely positioned just above the grip and really easy to operate with your thumb. It's safe when it's in the horizontal position, and you simply need to flip it down when you're ready to take the shot. This is a sub 12 model, and it's producing a muzzle energy of around 11.5 foot-pounds. It's doing it very consistently thanks to its Huma regulator, and consistency is within 5 feet per second over a string of 10 shots. Now there are several high power versions available. Now that includes a model doing around 45 foot-pounds with a choked barrel for pellet use, and an unchoked version producing in excess of 80 foot-pounds for serious slug slinging. The cylinder on the compact model has a 165cc capacity and will return around 140 shots at sub 12 output. The standard model should return about 200 shots per fill. Maximum fill pressure is 300 bar, and remaining pressure is displayed on the gauge at the front of the cylinder. When it is time to refill, it's simply a matter of turning the collar at the front of the cylinder to reveal the inlet and then plugging in with the supplied probe. You probably won't be surprised to learn that this is a very accurate airgun. Thanks to its CZ barrel, nice trigger and very consistent power output, it isn't difficult to attain an impressive degree of precision. Shooting from a bench in calm conditions, I've had it literally stacking pellets on top of each other at 20 meters and still producing very tight single hole groups at 30 meters. Match it with the right pellet and it's still capable of single holing at 40 meters. It's taken me a while to get my hands on a review gun from AirMaks, but the Katran Pro has made it worth the wait. This is a remarkable piece of kit offering a huge degree of refinement and adjustability. I think hunters are going to love it, but it also has the precision to tackle inanimate targets at extreme range. As I said at the start, it's not a cheap airgun, but you can certainly see where your money's going, and for its asking price, I think it's pretty hard to beat. It even comes supplied with a Negrini hard case. I'm afraid that's all we've got time for in this week's episode, but as ever, I'll be back with more in 2 weeks. Thank you for watching, and please don't forget to check out those subscription offers for Airgun World magazine. Now that actually includes shooting insurance. Now there's a link in the show description, plus a further discount offer for viewers. While you're there, there's also a link for the Airgun World newsletter. That's free to sign up to and will keep you bang up to date with everything that we've got going on at the magazine. Now, as I said, I'm back again with more in a fortnight. In the meantime, enjoy your shooting and stay safe.